The Delta Emulator app is taking the App Store by storm, and with good reason, because you can pretty much play a majority of any retro video game. Joe's here. Joe, say hi.
Hi.
Before we even get started here, we're going to show you how to use the app. It's pretty simple, but we are going to say we are doing this the most legal way possible. So basically, the big thing with this app is it is just an emulator. There are no ROMs. The ROMs are the thing that places like Nintendo do not like, because that's where you're pretty much ripping off the game. So no, we're not going to show you how to download ROMs, but Google is your friend.
Yes, it is.
So do it the right way. If you don't, we're going to tell on you.
Tell on you.
And Nintendo is going to sue you. They're going to take your car, your house, your firstborn child, and you'll probably go to jail from anywhere from 2 to 10,000 years, probably in Chateau d'If. You will never see the light of day again, and everyone who knew you will cease to know of your existence, because Nintendo does not mess around.
That's what happens when you don't buy Nintendo games.
So that's where we're at right now. So the Emulator app is pretty straightforward. When you open up the app, this is what you're gonna see, a blank screen if you didn't have any games in here, which we do. But to download the app itself, all you gotta do is go to the App Store here, Telton, what was that, Joe? Type in.
Delta 9.
We're telting in Delta 9 or 4 or 5 or Delta Emulator. That's all you gotta do is type that in, and boom, there she is. Don't download the airline unless you wanna go on a trip.
Yeah.
You know, you can, but it's not gonna give you the same results. And obviously we already have it downloaded, but there it is. So we'll just open it and go back to where we were, to the app. So why don't we play a game? We have WWF WrestleMania Arcade. Why don't we restart that for Super Nintendo? And here you can get a look at the app. Oh man, what am I doing?
I don't know, Mike.
We gotta turn the volume up on this bad boy and get started.
So this is kind of cool about it, how
yeah, the controller.
The bottom there.
I mean, that's what an emulator is, right?
Yeah,
and you can even, we'll lower the volume a little bit, show you once we get started. This game takes a little bit longer to load. The Undertaker against the Undertaker and Shawn Michaels.
Oh god.
I'm not very good at this game, but just to show you how it works, I don't know, why are we playing the Undertaker? Couldn't we pick like somebody else? Should have picked Doink the Clown. So yeah, you can play. The buttons are actually, it's not bad. And you can also do it horizontally. And there you go.
Ooh, I got the LR up there.
Yeah, you got everything up here, so you can take all of your retro games on the road and get your ass kicked by The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. So that's pretty cool. That's really, again, all there is to it. We'll show you how to add the ROM files in a second, but here are all your settings. So your player 1, your touch screen, player 2, 3, 4. You can add other controllers to this, Bluetooth and what have you. So your controller skins, you have your Nintendo NES for your vertical and horizontal skins. You can add skins to this as well. All you gotta do is download them online wherever you find them, make them. That's a SN, Jesus Christ.
Nintendo.
Super Nintendo. What year is it? I'm out of it today.
You tell me.
The N64 skin right there. We have Game Boy Color.
Ooh.
We have Game Boy Advance.
Ooh.
And we have Nintendo DS.
Ooh.
And Joe likes all those. So you can also control the controller opacity, so the brightness of the screen. I'm pretty sure that only works for the horizontal. Let's try it. So let's go, you go 25%, right? We go horizontal, yeah. So then the opacity on your controller will be brought down a little bit there, but I actually like the 70 that they keep it at. It's a nice brightness.
Controversial opinion.
Yeah, I'm sure, hey, that's why they have the option. So game audio, respect silent mode. You saw I had it on silent mode, so it would have not played the audio from the game if you have your phone on silent mode. If you turn it off, it doesn't matter, it'll play the audio. The feedback on the buttons and control, I'm sorry, Joe, were you gonna say something?
So it does the feature it says.
It does, yeah, that's crazy,
wow,
isn't it?
Amazing.
Yeah, thanks for that input. The feedback, the buttons and controller sticks, so that's just basically, you know, the little vibrations you get from the controller. I like that, I keep it on. The rest of the stuff is meaningless. So that's pretty much the app. And we just really want to show you again, because this is a game changer for retro video games. You know, you don't have to bring your Sega in the car with you anymore. You can get all of your games
I don't think many
on your
people are
phone.
bringing the Segas in the
Well,
car,
if you're going on a trip, like, hey, we're going on vacation with Mima and Papa down to Florida, North Dakota for a weekend. I'm gonna bring my Sega. Well, oh wait, I already have all the Sega games on here. I personally like the retro consoles, in the state that they are, but some people long car rides, whatever. That's pretty much what this is for.
And these have existed before, but what's really convenient about this is you used to have to download a different app.
Right.
Everything. So if you want a Nintendo, you had to download Nintendo, and you would only be able to play Nintendo games.
Yeah, and that's the big thing with this app. Again,
kind of centralized.
There's been a lot of different apps on the App Store like this, a lot of different emulators, but Apple just recently, lifted some restrictions on it. I believe a lot of those other apps had ROMs on it already, and that's where it gets really sticky, and that's where Nintendo is going to send their army out at you because they're psychos.
Yes, they are.
So, again, the Delta emulator, this app doesn't have ROMs on it. You have to legally get your own ROMs and put them onto your phone. All you gotta do when you get your own ROMs, email them to yourself, and then they'll go to the files. Why don't we show you that since we're talking about it right now? We'll go back to the main menu. So if you email them to yourself, just download them, and then they go to your downloads in the files. Ooh. And then you have all of your zips of your ROMs.
Unzip them.
Yeah, you unzip them. Actually, I'm pretty sure. Why don't we add one right now? I don't even think you have to unzip them. Why don't we add Saturday Night Slam Masters? I didn't open. I didn't add that one yet. And there it is.
Oh, you don't even have to unzip. Wow.
That's it.
That's cool.
Saturday Night Slam Masters. Saturday Night Slam Masters is now in here, dude. I can't talk today. Why we shouldn't even upload this.
Why are we doing?
We might not, so we don't get electrocuted. So Saturday Night Slam Masters.
Look at Hulk Hogan.
Was that Hulk Hogan? This game is amazing. I love this game. It's one of my favorite games. So again, you can go through and play all of your favorite retro games on your phone, and this is sick, man. I mean, I could play this all day, and I'm probably going to.
What's really interesting too about this, like you get games, you might be able to get to try games that maybe are a little bit more expensive. Because if I do remember correct, this is expensive to get a original copy.
Oh, Saturday Night Slam Masters?
Yeah,
absolutely. You definitely got to get used to the controllers because it's not
a controller.
That's the thing. That's the thing with these. That's why I like playing on an actual system. And that's what I was about to play Mario Kart. Like, it's hard to use the joystick and play the game. But
I'm sure certain ones, like for like the Game Boy Advance, are probably a little bit more easier.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
The fact that you have the option and the ability to do this.
That's the big thing all on its own.
In the Apple, right?
Well, we got, so this is, I believe it's only iOS. Mm-hmm. So the Apple, it's on the App Store, obviously.
Darn, I lose out.
Yeah, Joe loses out. So the other thing about this too is you see the thumbnails here. Sometimes they might not have them. So you can also change the artwork. And just go to your photo library, just keep that the artwork in there. Oh look, a Megazord punching fist. And Power Rangers creepy crawlers. Ooh. Isn't that something? And then you can select whatever picture. So that was Godzilla, so I don't know why I did that. So we can go back to, but hey, it works now. Godzilla. And there we go. That's how you can change the artwork. So that is the Delta Emulator app. That's how you download it. Get the ROMs onto the legal ROMs. That's the third time, Nintendo.
It's the third time, so don't attack us.
I know. If you do,
we'll attack you back.
No, maybe. No. Legally, no.
We'll get Sony.
Yeah. Remember, was that Sony in the South Park episode, or was that that was Microsoft? Close enough. So that's the Delta Emulator app. That's how you download it. That's how you can get retro games on your phone. Ooh. Customize it. Put some cool thumbs, get some cool skins, and dude, just game out, bruh. Just game out, bruh. So let us know if you have any questions. I would probably download this app sooner than later in case they do remove it.
Yep. Yeah, they might have.
But again, I don't think they will because there's no ROMs on it. So that's all we have for this video. We will see you for the next one.